moves over the offseason to make themselves a better ball club, with nicknames like A-Rod and the Big Cat joining staples like Palmero and Pudge. But any team could use another bat, even if it comes from a former Heisman Trophy winner. Let me explain. It was reported today that New Orleans Saints running back Ricky Williams has contacted the Texas Rangers about pursuing a return to baseball. Apparently, a representative for Williams called Rangers GM Doug Melvin during the last week of spring training to discuss the former Longhorns' interest in playing ball again. Remember, he did play Class A ball up east a few years ago. Williams' contract with the Saints does not restrict him from playing baseball, but the Saints say he has not mentioned anything to them. Now, although the Rangers admit to speaking with Williams, they have not heard anything from him since then, and today he could not be reached for comment. We'll certainly give you more on that as details develop. Meanwhile, the Rangers in action tonight against the Mariners. A-Rod, hugging his former team. You got to love, feel the love. Andres Galarraga, bottom of the fourth. He's gone. It's a two-run shot off Brett Tomko. 2-1 Texas. Very next batter, Ken Caminiti.
Well, we mentioned he's a spot
gone. My goodness. Upper deck solo shot. 3-1 Texas. I will say, though, that Seattle rallied, and we are now in the bottom of the ninth. Last time I checked, 6-3 Seattle. Not very good at all. Pirates, Astros, Enron Field earlier today. Astros trying to go 5-0. Georgie cheering them on. Bottom of the third, Lance Berkman. The base hit, scores 2 runs, including Craig Biggio as soon as he crosses the plate. It's 2-0 Astros early. But top of the sixth, Pat Mears. The base hit, scores John Vanderwall, 4-3 Pirates. Pirates go on to win. Houston does not have that dream of going undefeated. That was pretty bad. Let's go to WT Baseball in Canyon. It's Youth Day at the baseball complex. Javelina's Andrew Rosales pops one into center, and it drops for a hit somehow. B.J. Griffith on his way to second, and he's gunned down by Bryant Cook. Great throw, great play. Same inning, Armando Huerta, the base hit to left. Rosales rounding third on his way home, and he's in standing up. And that's just the way things went for the Buffs today. 5-3 A&M Kingsville wins game 1. Could they bounce back in game 2? No. 8-5, 2 runs in the 7th, sealed the deal for the Javelinas. WT only 4 hits in game 2. We had some all-star action, basketball, high schoolers. We had a slam dunk competition at the Civic Center. Only Leanne Cossey could do that. Do it. Oh my goodness, that's Hank Basket, great basketball name. Daniel Profit from Dimmitt, 2 basket, 4 the dunk. This is beautiful stuff. Then Garrett Swimming Pool from Randall to Josh Reynolds from Memphis, the jumper. Let's see one more basket dunk. Oh! West takes it. Look at this score, 103-71. My goodness. The girls in action, they're also all-stars. West taking on the East. And we got the West bench. Krista Morris will lose the ball, picked up by Sunny Joe Petty. You got to love that name from White Deer. Finds Megan Page from Borger for the easy layup. Then West Kelly Sherrod from Randall to Kayla Smiley from Fiona. The nice turnaround jumper. 79-76, good game there. East takes it. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I know you're going to be cheering on Ricky Williams.
No, we want him to stay with the football thing. We like Ricky Williams in football.
Okay, I'll leave you alone.
Okay. I could do that slam dunk too, Vic.
I know you can.
Okay. Thanks a lot. There's more to come on NBC4 after the break. Dan's back.
Prior to tonight's press conference at Texas Tech, Lubbock was at the center of national attention with the anticipation of the arrival of one of the winningest coaches in college basketball history. Entrepreneurs were loving life as shops around campus were selling Bobby Knight novelty t-shirts like proverbial hotcakes.
Bobby Knight rule!
Less than an hour before the event, spirits were high at the United Spirit Arena as Knight supporters showed up in droves.
We're going to be nationally recognized. We're going to be the top of the Big 12. It's a whole new era. I am very proud to be in the General's Army.
What about all the controversy, you know, the grabbing players and the bumping and the yelling and the throwing chairs? I mean, what about all that?
Look how much free publicity we're getting right now.
everywhere. This is awesome.
Then, just like the late George C. Scott in the classic movie Patton, the general addressed his troops.
This is without question the most comfortable red sweater I've had on in 6 years. I can't tell you.
Tech fans gave their undivided attention to their new icon. Bobby Knight was clearly the chairman of the board.
I don't think that that's working for us. No, it's his turn. Let him have that mic.
I appreciate that.
Well, you should, and I'm glad you do.
Well, all the hype and suspense is finally over. Bobby Knight is now the man in charge here at Texas Tech. Warm reception here at the United Spirit Arena. Now we'll see if he could do what James Dickey couldn't, win. Vic Vela, NBC4 Sports. Super Bowl 35, Giants, Ravens, Amarillo. Who do you think's going to win?
I don't think anyone cares.
Since the Cowboys been losing, everybody forgot about the Super Bowls. But I've been one that hate the Cowboys when the Cowboys lose. I love watching football.
Giants, 30-27. I don't care.
In one word, describe the area interest in this year's Super Bowl.
Horrible.
Forget human interest. It's hard enough finding merchandise for the two teams. Man, there's got to be something. There's like a million teams over here. There's got to be Giants, Ravens, something. All right, Packers didn't even make the playoffs. Jets didn't even make the playoffs. Steelers, ditto. Dolphins, they were out. Cowboys, we all know how the Cowboys did. And then there's some people who are just, well, totally clueless. Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
We have no clue who's in the Super Bowl. Is it the Bears?
Giants and quote the blank nevermore.
We have no clue.
I'll give you a hint. It's a bird.
Ravens.
Yeah. Do you care about the Super Bowl?
Not really.
You think most people care about the Super Bowl out here?
Not this year.
By the way, Giants, Ravens.
Ravens. I've never even heard of them.
Well, gone are the days of Troy in Dallas. Now we welcome a new T to Big D. Tony Banks, that is. New QB for the boys. Sounds like we need some local reaction.
Tony Banks won't do anything. He's worthless.
Randall Cunningham, he's still A1, I think. He's a pretty good guy.
We're not talking about Randall. Okay, what about Tony Banks? What do you think of Tony Banks, though?
I don't know.
You don't know who he is, do you?
No, I don't. I just knew who Troy Aikman was.
They need some receivers is what they need.
Yeah, why are they even bringing him then?
I don't know. It's not really worth it. They should have just kept Aikman and bought some more receivers in. I mean, Aikman's the man. That's all I have to say about that.
Is it hard to replace Aikman?
No, not this year. Not for this year. This year was terrible.
Well, it's hard to play football when you're laying on the ground, so.
And throws it away and takes a big hit. It's a big hit. It's a big hit.
To do anything in this upcoming season.
Wow, man, that's a rough criticism.
I sure is, man. What do you think about him? What's your outlook on him?
Well, what do you think of Tony Banks being the new quarterback? I couldn't have said it better myself. What do you think about everything? Wow. Well, plenty of mixed opinions around here. But hey, we got to give the new Cowboys quarterback a fair shot. Always tackling the serious side of sports, Vic Vela, NBC4. He holds 45 different Cowboys passing records, and his completion percentage is third best in NFL history, and he's won 3 Super Bowls. Achieving these feats has meant making good decisions on the field. Today, off the field, Troy Aikman made his most difficult one.
Today I announce my retirement from the National Football League and the Dallas Cowboys. And It was 12 of the best years of my life, professionally speaking. We had some great fun.
But truth be told, last year was not fun at all for Aikman, throwing twice as many interceptions as touchdowns and suffering his 10th concussion as a Cowboy, prompting Jerry Jones to make a difficult decision himself, releasing Aikman from the Cowboys.
It really was hard to do, but that's the way life goes. That's the way sports is, and nobody understands that better than Troy and than we do. And we've known for years that all of our fans know why Roger Staubach isn't still out there playing. Time goes on.
And life will go on for the man named Troy, and despite his setbacks from the last season, he will always have fond Dallas memories.
Forget me here, because it's going to be a lot harder.
Troy's not the only one holding back tears as Cowboy fans say goodbye to their lone star. Vic Vela, NBC4 Sports.